back to 2025 with YotTok. I am Dr. Chris with Robbie Drone.
And I'm stupid.
And Captain Mike. So, how's it going, guys? I mean, welcome to 2025. We made
Yes, it is.
here
Yes, it is.
safely.
I'm good, man. All is well. I want the snow gone.
That kind of caught us all off guard.
Yeah, I'm done with the snow.
It just kind of lingers. It's lingering around here. It just kind of makes it.
What are we finally up to? I mean, it's like the high is what,
Well, it's like
48 degrees.
Well, it's supposed to be 58 today. So
Oh yeah, we're back in the swing of things.
But I mean, snow is just like, that's something happens every blue moon here. That's not like,
I don't like
Charleston
it,
thing. I hate it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And I mean, the whole month of January, we kind of start off in a drab, or kind of like not really a bang, but 2025 wasn't really a bang. I mean, we lost President Carter.
Yeah.
He was 100 years old, and he was actually a good man. Like, he was a little bit before my time, but I didn't really know like all the accolades for him.
I just don't know how you get to be 100.
I mean, and it looked like he did. I mean, he looked pretty good.
He I don't know. He looked pretty bad to me.
I mean,
he looked pretty rough.
400.
Yeah.
400 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't know like all the accolades this guy, achieved. He had a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
He did a lot of housing and stuff for underdeveloped areas.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Only thing I've heard about him was he had the peanut farm or something like that, and he was like a
peanut guy, man. Made him a lot of money. Look, close over there. Yeah.
He caused gas prices to go up way high in the 70s.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was bad.
Why was that?
Now, there was a little bit before my time, but I do remember, gas was like 50 cents a gallon back in the 60s. And shoot, whenever I was a kid, when I was elementary school, it was like $1.30, $1.40 a gallon. And back then, that was high.
Mm-hmm.
And people were lined up. It was the gas crisis of the 70s.
Wow.
Really? I did not know that. I also didn't know that he even after his presidency, his whole 4 years, or was it 2 years or 4 years? He served 2 years?
I don't know.
He was 4 years, 76 to 80.
See, look at y'all smart guys.
And
you see this? They talking about old school. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to talk about boats.
even that, he lived under the radar. Like, he still lived in I think they said 100. His home was $175,000. Like, he didn't live in some humongous mansion.
Nice.
Right.
And he still lived, very,
Yeah,
down
he didn't leave his presidency making, a couple $100,000 to making millions.
No, some of these other presidents that, I mean, they have these $1 million homes, 2 and 3 of these homes, and I'm like, okay, all right. And President Carter just kind of lived in a 2-bedroom house with, it wasn't $200,000. I know it wasn't. It was way under. It was between $175,000 to $200,000,
Mm-hmm.
and he lived comfortably and he was happy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this guy was the governor of Atlanta. I think.
I don't know.
I think was he the governor of Atlanta?
No, he would have been.
Because his body was in the rotunda in Atlanta because he did some kind of work for Atlanta.
I don't know.
Is what I thought. Is what I thought the research said.
Wow, you guys teaching me something.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I'm wrong, someone please call in, write to us, and let me know.
He was a peanut farmer, is what I knew. All I remember is.
And he was, I heard he also was an author, or he taught at Emory or something like that. So he did a lot of stuff. I mean, President Carter did a lot of stuff.
Wow.
But I thought, did you guys have a chance to watch the funeral? Because I thought the funeral was well. Did you watch the funeral? I thought it was well planned. Other than the fact that they had the military guards and someone representation from all the military.
Oh yeah.
One of the military guys fell out because I guess I don't know if they were just there too long because they had to stand there at attention. He fell completely out and everyone still stood there in attention, and his sergeant or whoever came and grabbed him and drug him out like he was on the battlefield, and then someone came right in and stood right there. Yes, they did. I promise that it happened. It's there. It's live. It's there.
Switching up on you, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Washington, D.C. Have y'all ever seen that?
No, I've not seen that.
To see it on video is, but to see it in real life is kind of the same way. They don't get off script. Whatever happens, happens. Whether it's raining, snowing, somebody tries to walk over there and get a selfie with them, they keep on doing it, but they will call you out. You ever seen that?
No, I didn't.
We'll talk
No.
about
I'm
that
so
another time.
unplugged. If it don't have nothing to do with boats and water, I probably don't know.
Well,
what's
President
going on.
Carter was not buried on a
Yeah.
boat, so you probably did
Probably
not
don't know
watch
nothing about
it.
it.
But yeah, but like I said, and President Biden did the eulogy, and I thought that was pretty well out too. They had paid respect to the family and the whole 9 yards. But other than that, I think President Carter. It was just a little before my time, but I thought he was.
Nice.
So from what I read, he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
And then on another, kind of sober, be kicking the year off, the whole massacre in New Orleans. That guy kind of ran over everybody down the street in Bourbon Street. Did you hear about that?
So I'm going to act like I know just so that
Are you
all these
serious?
people don't think I'm that unplugged.
When was that? New Year's.
That was New Year's Eve. Like New Year's Eve, that some guy ran on Bourbon Street, just ran down Bourbon Street in his truck and killed a lot of people.
Really?
Yes.
This shows just how delusional I actually am. Meaning, because I want to see nothing but happiness.
Yes.
So I don't watch the news anymore because it's always somebody's got a problem.
It's
I
depressing.
don't want to see that. I want to see a dog running after his owner and then tackling him or something. I don't want to see nothing sad. And maybe I'm delusional, but in my world, it's all puppies and rainbows, and that's the way I want it to be.
And unicorns.
Oh yeah, unicorns.
But my whole dilemma was the whole thing. How did that truck even get on Bourbon Street? One, with all the security there. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
it's insane, and that investigation is still going underway, and it's still kind of hush hush. But yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy too.
Is that why that flag over there is half staff?
I don't
And
know.
it was a Carter.
Oh, okay.
They did some kind of executive order where 60 days of the
Oh,
flag
60 days. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
after he passed.
Claude, did you hear about all this? Oh, wow. Nah.
See, there you go. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Got our fact checker, Chloe, over there checking us out.
Thank you.
Sure
So
we're
he
all
was
good.
governor of Atlanta. Yeah. And then also too, you may not know about this, but the crazy wildfires in California.
Yeah.
No, I do know about those.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're under control now, though?
Well, they just started back up because the winds picked back up.
Get out of here.
No, I'm telling you the truth. And not only that, they said like some of these fires are arson now. So
Oh,
I guess
come on.
people are just setting things on fire just to get insurance.
Again, why I watch Puppies and Rainbows? I don't want to hear all this. It's just dumb. It's stupid.
Well, and then too, they're saying that now, like some of these insurance, they're going bankrupt. They can't, Well, I mean, I
Oh,
can
there's
see-
going to be insurance companies done after this.
There's no way because one home is what $6.8 million, and the company works network is what 10 million maybe. So how are you going to pay for all those houses?
Yeah.
There's no way you can do that.
Supposedly a bunch of insurance companies canceled on these people right
Well, that's
before
right.
the fire. You know why though? Because there was no water. They were telling the city there's no water. We can't insure homes if we can't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. It's like whenever they say you have a fire hydrant in front of your house.
Mm-hmm.
If it's further, say you don't have a fire hydrant in front of your house, your insurance is higher because there's a fire hydrant right there. So the water
I have a fire hydrant in my
they didn't have
front
any
yard.
water.
My insurance is great. I have a fire hydrant in my front yard.
Wow. I didn't know
That's
that.
a true story.
And well, I'm just saying the whole thing is these insurance companies. Because at first I was like, that ain't right. How do these insurance companies just cancel on people?
Right,
Well,
right.
they were basically telling whoever California, the cities, we can't insure these homes if y'all don't have water to put the fires out. So they canceled it.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden they have fires, and everybody's homes have no insurance. I don't even know how that's even legal.
Oh, goodness.
Well, my hat goes off to people who are losing their homes and losing their whole entire livelihood. But I'm like, sorry, but not so sorry for the ones like, oh, this is my second little bungalow. I had a little bungalow of heaven, blah, blah, blah. And this is like your third or fourth home. Like, are we really? Like, come on, man.
That's
Like,
right.
are we really?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So, and then too, some of these people that were in the neighborhood or that did lose their homes in the fire, getting into that neighborhood was a challenge. So like some minorities and some people, of color, they cannot even get into those neighborhoods without having someone sign them in, or the loans and stuff went through someone else's name to get into that neighborhood. So my thing is, how are they going to ever rebuild back into that neighborhood if that's what the case was.
See, that's above my pay grade.
You see what I mean? Like, how would they get back into that neighborhood or how would they rebuild their structure, home?
Yeah.
See there, he was just getting me sad, and I see that guy over there walking his dogs, and I start to smile because I see puppies already. I'm like, oh, puppies.
When you see the unicorn, let me know.
I will. Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm all about, and then, I have all these reliefs and then all these relief funds and all these people, trying to say, oh, we're, do all these, missions and, help.
See, I don't do
fund.
missions.
These funds. But my thing is then your question is like, okay, which ones are legit and which ones are like a whole entire, like scam.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, I got a question.
What?
When's boat season start?
Man, don't even get on that.
When is it? When is
So we'll start like Sandlapper will go. Our first day would be March the 1st.
March the 1st.
But if the tide was right, like I was honestly thinking about us taking this boat out today and doing the show, but the tide just won't match up. I mean, you can see it. I mean,
it's low
right now. So, but it's coming, man. It's coming, and there's a lot of good things happening. A lot of good things happening.
Because I did some research too about the boat shows, and these boat shows are all over the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, Toronto has a nice boat show.
Yeah.
And a lot of them already had their boat shows in for the month of January or kickoff of 2025.
Yeah, they didn't expect snow to be on those boats, though. I can guarantee you that.
And they're saying is it Stewart boat show in Fort Lauderdale?
Well, Stewart is down there, so it's Stewart, Palm Beach, Lauderdale, Miami.
So they're saying that boat show had quote unquote the sales on the boats. Like some of the boats going now are like, I don't know, $100,000, $200,000 cheaper than they would have been.
The price is pretty good.
And I mean, I saw some boats in those shows, and they were pretty cool.
They're nice. I'll be honest with you. I can't get it here fast enough, just because. I mean, listen, like what you were just talking about with President Carter and the fires and all that stuff. Nobody's ever mad on a boat. Nobody's ever thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's happy. I mean, I guess that's why I quit my real job at Cruise, was to go make people happy. You know, I mean, I'm not going to make anywhere the money I made at Cruise, but I don't care. I don't have to make that money anymore. And if I can lay my head down going, you know what, I just made a memory for somebody, or if I'm making other people happy
for yourself,
then I'm happy. But if I'm not making nobody happy, then I'm not happy. I get into a dark spot. I get seasonal depression really bad. I mean, I don't like that.
You said that.
Yeah,
I guess it is. It's a true statement.
Oh, yeah. They want to prescribe me medication for it, and I don't want to do that because it would take me time.
Let's do non-medicinal. Let's do talk shows. Yeah, man. That's another whole show. That's another whole show.
No, but I think it's going to be good. I think, Robbie, you're set up well. Can I say that on camera?
Yeah, man.
You're going to quit in March?
I'm retiring.
All right, so Robbie's going to quit, right?
All right, so just to update, March 30th was March 31st was my last day. And I've been asked to maybe stick around for just a little bit longer, but I don't know. I'm debating on.
Well, I need you.
But I'm
quitting your job.
My last day, no matter what, I'm telling you, I will not work past June 30th if I had decided.
Well, that's good. Well,
June 30th is it.
I think
no matter what.
it's
either March 31st or June 30th.
But that's great. So we need some sponsorships because Robbie Jones is quitting his job. We need sponsorships for Captain Mike. And we need sponsorships for myself too, so I can quit my job.
Yeah. Well, so I just can't walk in heels any longer and make that money. My legs are killing me, man. I can't be looking like that no more.
That's exactly right. So it is what it is. But congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Eve, I guess.
I'm waiting. I'm just, like I said, I'm debating on those days. Definitely March 31st. But if the right thing comes along, March 31st is the day.
It's the day. Good for you.
If nothing is really happening, I got about 1,200 hours sick leave that I can use from March 31st to June 30th.
Way to go,
you
buddy.
know?
Way to go.
This man is out.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's what I'm hoping we can do, is get out there and make some more content like we used to, and making people happy. And, I'm all about just wanting to be happy and helping people. And whatever we can do to do that is what I'm going to do. I did hear though, like this marina, I think they're going to dredge. I know we've heard that like for 2 or 3 years in a row, but I think it's really going to happen this year. I think
So if it happens, that means everybody.
it's very good because now these boats won't be so hard to get in and out of here. I mean,
but during the process, don't you have to move and park somewhere else, or you just leave everybody?
They're just going to do over there, and then they'll get around us. But
Okay.
But yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about Lady Sadie stuff. Who was it the other day? Oh, it was yesterday at the boat show. Somebody came up and said, "Oh my God, I've never had my picture taken with a movie star. Can I take my picture?"
You?
Are you crazy? I was like, I guess so. My boat's a movie star. I'm not, though, but okay. But it was funny.
Roll with the punches.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But I was just laughing. I was like, oh my goodness. But Friday it was cloudy, and this just goes to tell about how I guess everybody is. Like Friday it was cloudy. What nobody really at that show. It was cold, right? It was ice everywhere. Saturday, man, the sun was out. People seemed to be so much more happy.
So back up, just so we know what you're talking about. What show?
Oh, the boat show. So the Charleston Boat Show was here this weekend, and I spent Friday over there and Saturday over there doing some content with Power Time Charleston. Check them out. So I did some stuff with Will and Kelsey over there, New Wire, and I could just tell a difference in people. Yesterday the sun was out and everybody's so happy, right?
Right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, this is the way to go. Listen, if you like cold weather or ice and snow and all that,
move up north.
I can't be your friend. Like, I just can't. You're delusional. You're silly. I don't like that.
Well, let's not say delusional. So let's just say they're different.
No, I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like you. Right, Chloe?
Cold.
Are you a snowbird?
There you go.
Raced on boats.
That's right. You got to get away from it, don't you?
Any skiing of any kind.
Water, though. No, Chloe. Oh wow!
There you go. So everybody. Well, everybody's
it's coming, and
I am delusional though.
There's big things happening on Dealmaker. We got some engine room stuff going on. So yeah, I mean, I'm chomping at the bit to run some trips.
What was that thing you did with Lance?
Oh, Lance has got his trolling mate. I don't know. Lance is pretty smart, man. You know. So Lance, he designed this trolling mate thing that you put into a 5-gallon bucket. If I was still into fishing, I would probably think it's the greatest thing ever. But it keeps all of your lures and your rigs, everything you have pre-rigged, separated and apart so that it doesn't get hooked up on stuff. But the Northerners that use deep drop heavy weights to get to the bottom fast, you know, those are weights that are about that long and about that big around. They can just slide them in those things and grab them out. So yeah, he did that, and then he made me some Yacht Daddy shirts, and I'm going to give one to you to take tomorrow. And then he does what's that? Bob Marlin apparel. So Bob Marlin is the what do you call it? The producer of the apparel, like the actual
designer.
But then I don't know because Lance does his own designs. Lance puts all his stuff on. But I don't know if Bob Marlin is a sponsorship and gives him the shirts to then do whatever he does with it, but he does well with it. And then those fish flags, I think, are a good thing. You know, so
what's a fish flag?
So you catch and release billfish when you get out there, right? Okay. So you have different flags for different billfish. So when you roll into the marina and you look up somebody's outrigger and they got 5 or 6 billfish flags, that's what they call it there that day. That's like showing off what they got. Well, if you're on a charter, you want to give that person that paid that flag. Like, here's your flag to take home that you caught a billfish, right?
Okay.
Well, Lance came up with, why don't I put the name exactly it is on the transom of your boat that you give to that guy when he goes home. And when he goes, hey, man, yeah, I caught my billfish, your boat is on that.
Well, that's cool.
And so I'm like, wow, I kind of like that idea. So he's doing well with that. But yeah, Lance, he's got it going on. I think he's doing great with it, you know.
Hey, does he go? He does like boat charters, fishing charters, and stuff.
Fish charters, but I run the bachelorettes from here.
Yeah.
Okay, again, if people don't know, I'm going to make it short. to hell with fishing. I got my captain's license because I could find fish out there, and learned that I can't make any money doing that, but I can make money running bachelorette parties. So Lance says, "How do I do this, Mike? What do I got to do to get you to run this boat?" And I said, "We just got to make some content on it."
That's what I'm wanting to do. When are we going to go with him?
So we're going to make some content. Chase saw me at the boat show yesterday, and he said, "Look, Yacht Daddy, when are you going to ride with me? I want to make some content." And they went today. That's where they're at. They're out there catching some wahoo
Those
tuna
too cold right now.
That's what I told him. I said, "Absolutely not." And he said, "No, it don't have to be tomorrow, but let's go out there and do it." So I think when it gets a little warmer, we'll go offshore and do some content with him. But I want to get Chloe and her friends on there and do some content with them, and just get us rolling, man. You got to work hard now to get to where we can just party up all summer and make money.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I want to get some content. I just got to get me a little quicker drone to chase these boats, unless they keep the speed a little bit down, but I want to get some drone footage of that.
Well, I know on private equity, we needed a bottle of nitrous to hook up that drone to keep that. That thing was fast. That was a fast sport fisher.
It was like, if racing, like being on Talladega and just holding the gas to the floor and people just leaving.
Yeah.
It was just like, I can't go any faster. And
Are you going to is there a faster one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're fast?
But I need I got someone start me a GoFundMe account, maybe. Give me some,
to buy your
$1,500, it's only $1,500.
I don't care.
Well, I just bought one like less than a year ago, and I feel like I don't want to.
Just keep adding.
I'm getting ready to retire, man. I'm gonna be on a fixed income.
I get it. That's why you got to buy it now.
Huh?
That's why you got to buy it now. While you're not on
get it
fixed
right.
income.
And I got to figure out what I can do. Sell myself, or go work on the street.
I give you $25.
To get on the boat?
Hey,
I give you 50 to get on the pole.
I'll do it.
Yeah, well, the boats we do around here, they're not fast. I mean, we're
even if you're not you don't have to have you do not have to have the drone actually following the boat. Just like kind of when you anchor somewhere, you kind of get some content and just kind of
Well, I like catching them. That is the footage you like, seeing them boats.
go.
And so the trick is what my plan is I'll get a head start and I'll just keep going. And then basically I'll just turn it and let them, and then in about 5-10 minutes I'll say, "All right, slow down, let me catch this thing back up with y'all."
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But see, so Chris has got to come with us though.
Oh yeah,
season and be on there.
We'll have him reeling them in.
Yeah. Yeah, or we'll have him twerking with damn bachelorettes on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Chris said, yeah. Yeah, so not much, man. I mean,
lots of stuff coming up this summer. The fun stuff coming in the summer.
Yeah, and that's why I say we live in a place that's for warm weather. I get Bartique to get me south as much as I can. I mean, when it gets cold like this, I call Bartique. I'm like, "Man, don't you got something for me to do in the Bahamas? Just get me out of here."
Yeah.
Radio call. We're going to go to the Bahamas. I'm like, "Great, let's go. I'm ready. Let's leave now. Tomorrow is too late."
Mind you now, this only lasts a couple days.
What?
This weather. It's not here forever.
Yeah, but when I look out my window at home and it's dry and there's no snow, I can trick myself into believing that it's a warm day, and I just choose not to be outside. But when I look out my window and I see snow on the ground, it's just a gut punch. I'm like, "Oh, it's still cold out there." I'm such a whiner. I need to quit whining. Don't whine like me.
Yeah, don't whine like Captain Mike.
Yeah, but see, wait for 1 month. I won't even look like this anymore. I'll be all happy and smiling. I'll be twerking. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff when it gets hot and warm.
But yeah, so a lot to come, and a lot to come with your retirement.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I wish I could retire, but I can't.
Amy hates it.
I'm gonna tell you.
Amy hates what? The cold or? Oh,
miserable.
Yeah,
absolutely miserable.
Yeah,
Robbie's got something to do.
Robbie's got something to do. You gotta have something to do, especially when you're young.
With me.
Especially when you're young.
We're going to do. Sandpiper. So we just got a new boat. We just bought one of the Party Cats boats and added it to our fleet. And that's the one we're going to do bachelorettes on too. It's a pretty cool boat, and we're going to get out and get some content of that thing. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been thinking about it for the past couple of years, and let me tell you something. the past couple of years have probably been the most stressful years of my life because it's like making the switch. I've been there 34 years.
Yeah.
I know I'm only 36.
I was going to say, you only
34
36,
years.
so how'd that work?
He started when he was 2.
Yeah. You must have some family.
I didn't, but I know the struggle. Bob Arnett would call me in the morning and he'd be like, "Man, you need to just quit cruise. You need to just quit." I'm like, "Man, shut up, man. I make good money. I got things to do. I'm trying to keep my eye on the prize." And when I did make the switch, I was like, "Man, you're an idiot." But again, and I think, well, the video we did on the Sandlapper when I was talking about Bartit. Again, Bartit, I'll never bust you out. But if it wasn't for that dude, like there would be none of this. That guy has really made sure to take care of me. So when fun times come, good things happen. Bartit was there to help me out when I was going to make that transition, and it was so tough to do. But he was there to save me, and boom, I got something for you to do. And I think people come into your lives at a certain time in your life for certain reasons. I think if me and Bartit would have hooked up 10 years ago, we'd probably both be dead. You know what I mean? But now that we've kind of grown up and decided to be more mature,
things happen for a reason when they happen.
So yeah, Robbie, make the switch, man. Don't let nothing get you off your game.
We'll be doing a video later, man. If it wasn't for Mike, man, I'd probably and maybe I can even throw Ed in there too,
Yeah, and Bartit's got us doing scout videos and Buddy Davis videos, and yeah.
But yeah, the summers it's fun. It should be a lot of different things coming up.
What about the pharmacy world? Sick people everywhere.
Sick people everywhere. I mean, now that the flu season is kind of over. Things are kind of dying down, but not much because, like I said, before, there's a lot of non-vaccinators out there.
Yeah.
And so a lot of things that we thought we had eradicated back in the day are coming back around.
Like what?
Just you name it. Like, because like I said,
like an older disease or something?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like some of that stuff is coming back. I don't want to put it out there, but yeah, some of that stuff is coming back. Because
vaccinate your damn children.
Yeah.
God,
people aren't vaccinating, and you can't make them now, so because it's not necessary. Yeah, so you have to be careful.
Oh,
it's a free country; they can do what they want.
You're right.
Like I think, I thought COVID would be like one of the vaccinations that would be placed on the vaccination card, along with all the other vaccinations that you must have going to high school. I mean, starting in school, they hadn't put it on there yet. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Or not, I don't care. Let's not get controversial.
The way they pushed it, they turned me off from getting the COVID vaccine.
Man,
I was like, this is weird.
Hell, it could have been the best cocaine in the world, but the way they were pushing it turned me off. I didn't want to try it.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'll do without.
Yeah, it is what it is. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other, but yeah, it's interesting to see what is gonna come above that.
Right.
About that too.
And you are, and not that Chloe and I are talking down to you two, but you two are the only two here that actually have a real job.
I guess.
You work Monday through.
It all depends.
And then
I work Monday through Friday.
Close, just me and you. We partied up all week.
I want to be like Mike and Chloe.
I want to be like a Mike and Chloe too. Yeah, that's my goal is to
But right before we got on this camera, y'all asked Chris. I was just complaining about how I've been in the boatyard all week, buffing and polishing and sanding on the Sandlapper. So
he does put in a lot of manhandling work.
I'm just teasing. I mean, I do work, but but yeah, I mean, it is beautiful today, and it does make me want to crank this bad boy up and let's roll.
You should have, but we don't have enough water.
No, I don't.
But
I got 5 on it. Hey, did you notice that I had it playing like a quarter way through? It was just on repeat, and I said, "That song is still playing." So I just kind of went. That's all he's doing. It's got 5 on it.
We'll be,
but more to come. So I think this is a good place to
Yeah.
More to come. Watch us, like us, and we'll talk to you soon.